Okay, here we go now. So this time around we're talking about the user's environment. Here you would learn how to set up each user, you understand how to set up their action, their functions and their rights, their privileges. So you can click on users and you get to see every available user we have presently. You can see this is the admin, this is also an admin, Trisha isn't an admin, this is also an admin. You can search each of them. If you actually have a very long list of users, you can search for them by their names or whatever you want to search them with. And if you want to add a user, you can easily click on the plus button to add a new user. So let's start by adding a new user, then I'll show you how to modify a user. So add user. So let's assume this user's name is Tito. Tito Rita. What's the name? Oh, no, there's an name. So if the person has an email, you can just put it to Rita so that I can send this detail. So this is the detail that the person can always use to reset his or her email whenever there's an issue, a login issue, you understand? So let's assume this, although it's not an existing email, let's just look for an existing email. Okay, let's assume this is an email. So we can go next. And now, what permission am I giving to Rita? You understand? So is this person an admin? Is it allow use from a personal device? You can see, do I want to allow this person to use this app from his or personal device as with this login details I'm giving this person? Or do I also want this person to view transactions from other users? You understand? That this person can view other transactions that every other person does. You can see then I can also allow this person to give discounts on sales. I can also allow this person to create or edit products. You can see this person can create products and edit products. I can also make this person manage an inventory to know the stock products, you understand? I can also make this person attend to a customer that can pay later, you understand? So this kind of person, when customers make sales, any customer that wants to pay later, I can enable this person to give such function. You understand? So it depends on what you want. So for now, if I don't have any of this checked, it means this person can only make sales as a cashier. You understand? That's what it means. Just simple sales. Sell what is on the software. You understand? Sell what has been created by someone else. You understand? So this person has no right, but I want to give this person admin. So just check this as an admin. This person has right over everything. Okay, so it says by giving this tutorial will have the ability to create user accounts and passwords, give discounts, view all transactions, etc. So if I want to proceed, I can click on set admin, but I don't want to do that. So let's just use a simple right. You can see, so this person shouldn't have any of this right. This person cannot give this, and this person can't use any of this. This is just a basic cashier password. So next. So right here I can create the password for Tito. Let's assume Tito's password is okay, create user. You can see the message we sent the account details to. You can share the account details directly with the user right here. If I want to share, you can see. Let me just add my own share to person on WhatsApp. I will just click here. Okay, here we go. You can just search for MAA. Okay, so you can see the details. You can see, hey, dear tutor, I've created your Kyte account so that you can join our sales team at Right Consult. Access your account with the credentials below. So email address, this is this, you can see my password, this is it, you can see. So I can send it. This is the welcome mail that was sent earlier. You can see the person will be sent this email together with the link to download the app, you understand? So you can just download the app, you understand, then once you use username and password, you get access to the same account, you understand? Alright, let's assume I want to log out for tutorial, you understand, to use this software to make sales, you understand? So all I need to do is just click here, or tutorial can also do such, you can see. So whoever is coming in can just come here, just click on this and switch user, then tutorial can click in, can log in, I mean. So tutorial has access, you can see. Now tutorial can make sales, you can check all the departments, do everything that has to do with sales. So let's say tutorial has access to this. come here, she clicks on product, she has access to product, you can see. Can she create? You can see you are not authorized to create or edit products or catalog, you can see. So the router doesn't have access to do that. So let's click here, go again, let's see what other department, what about online catalog. You can see she can open in browser, she can share it here. At least that sort of what can be done. She can actually open it and share it in browser for people to see. Customers, she should be able to add customers too. So add customers. Yeah, she can add customers to make sales to customers, you understand? That can be done by anyone. Okay, let's check transactions. So okay, let's see let's sort. Let's for this year, apply filter. You can see she has no right to check sales, you understand? So she comes and tries to make sales, to check sales for, you understand, for this month or anything. The command shows that she can't do it because she has no right to do that, you understand? So all she can do is make sales. Can she set? Let's go to settings. She can only set the printer, set the card reader. She cannot set any other stuff. Let's see. Later I'll show you how you can set up your printer to print. I'll show you that manually. Alright, so we'll do that later. So right now, and anyone can actually go into the help menu. So that's for everyone. So let me switch back the account to my own account. You can see, you can come back here to switch. You can see then use this as the admin. Alright, so I'm in. Now imagine if the tutor forgets his or her password. I don't know the name, I don't know if the person's male or female, I just saw its name. So imagine if this person forgets his or her password. All I need to do is just click here. Apart from the person clicking reset from his own platform or wherever his device, you can see, I could also help the person reset it from my own end here. You can see the admin can always set it for them. Just click on users. You can see then I can just click on tutor. You can see I can just reset the password for this person. And if I want, I can deactivate this person. I can also change the person's name. I can still modify the person's permission. You can see, check the sales, you understand? You can sell the person, but the person hasn't made any sales in this period, you can see. So that's how you can easily check everyone, you can see. So that's what that's all for. Like I can deactivate this user so that this person doesn't have access to it. I can also reset this person's password for him or her. You can see I can now create a new password for this person. I can just put a new password like T I T T 0. Let me make it on. Yes, okay, that's it now. So that's the new password now. Alright, so that's how you can easily set the person's password for the person. And if you like, you can also delete the person immediately. If you don't want the person anymore, you can delete the person, or you can just deactivate. But if you don't want the person entirely in your app, you can always delete the person. The person doesn't work with you anymore. Or let's have the person is just going on leave, you understand, for a while. You can just deactivate the person. You understand? So that's how you can do that. So let's go back. I didn't save it, remember, so that means I may not work. So I can just click on this person and delete on the person. Yeah, delete the user. Which other one can I delete? Okay. Let's disable Tricia. Disable. Yeah, deactivate. It says by activating this option, Tricia won't be able to access Kyte from any device. Go ahead, yeah. Okay. So who else? Let's deactivate this one also. Deactivate. Yeah. Save. Okay. Let's do this Jerry Rollins. So you can see the password. You can see the. Let's check the permission this person has. So this person is also an administrator. Okay, I guess that's what my partner uses. Okay, you can see. So that's it. And so saying this is sales that the person has done so far. These are all the sales that this person has done so far. Alright, let's check it. Let's check the other ones disabled. Let's check this person's sales. So you can still see their sales. Understand? So disabling them doesn't mean that you cannot still have access to view what is done in the past. You can see sales, you can still see this person's sales, you can see this person's permission. This person is also an administrator, you can see. So go back. So if you want, you can always activate the person again, then save. Okay. So that's all on the user setting. You can see you can create new user, you just learn how you can change their rights and other stuff. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next topic. Let's go into settings window, click on this, and this time we're going to settings. So click on settings, and right here you have every setting for Kyte. Let's see, so right now we have the general settings. So here is where I already showed you about how you can change your currency to your own country. You can click on the general, you can click on the currency, then you pick your country, search for your country. So I don't know if you're using, maybe you're from Germany. Let's see, let's search for Germany, and you get to see the currency you use. So you understand? So that's the euro. So that's how easy it is. Just like the name of your country, then you find the currency you use. So pick your currency there. Now I talked about the decimal part earlier. You understand? So do you want decimal part on your number? You understand? So if you have 200 naira, you have 200 naira dot 00. You understand? So you can include that. If you don't want to, if you just want to the whole number, you can deactivate this command. You can see. Now, if you cancel any transaction or order, you understand? Do you want to have a cross line across it? You understand? Or you just want to hide it? You understand? So I always want it being visible, but with a cross line. You understand? So I can easily notice such action. You understand? Because if I hide it, I may not know. So maybe my staff hide such transaction. You know, maybe they cancel the transaction. It's not how I would know. You understand? Except I start checking those reports in some board. Once it's crossed out, I can easily trace it and I can easily find it. You understand? So that's why I prefer this action. But if you want it to be hidden, you can easily click on this. You understand? Or I'm going to leave it on this. And again, if you're searching products on your checkout page, you know, on your checkout page when you login, how do you want the products to be displayed? Do you want them to be displayed according to the dates they were created? In the sense, if you use creation date, it means the one you create last is one that will first show, that will be at the top. In the sense, but I prefer it shown alphabetically so that when I'm searching for items, I can easily search them, find them easily. So all I know is to search for them alphabetically. You understand? So that's why I would advise you go with this 8 way. You understand? And following that, we also have this command that says allow customers to pay later. You understand? It's a very social for you understand? So if you don't want any customer, if you're doing transaction, if you want a customer to be able to pay later, you can say you can leave this on. And if you don't want them to be able to pay later, if you just want to strictly make a payment immediately, there's no credit, so nothing like pay later, make a payment immediately, then you can leave this one active, you understand? So that they can always pay later. And this last button here means clear data. Once you click this, definitely clearing every data you fed on the Kyte application. So let's move on. So the next one is your business information, which we talked earlier. We talked about that earlier. You can put in your logo. You can move this your logo. You can move this logo. If this is my own logo, so you can upload a new logo and put yours there. You can also change your company name if you want. You can change the company name. You can change your country location. So let me just leave there. Go back. Yeah. You can change the phone number, that you can put your phone number, which is optional. You can always put your WhatsApp number also, in the sense that you can use it to connect to your client, customers, and send them messages. You understand? You can also put in your address, your company address, if you want. You understand? So you also have your email address, company email address. You can put that there. We talked about the receipts earlier. Also, you can also set your receipts. You understand? That's the information that will appear on the receipt, the header of the receipt, and the photo of the receipt. You can see. Then you can also choose to display customers information on their receipt whenever they make transaction. You understand? Whenever they buy things from you, so you can also always include their own details on their receipt, you understand. And your online catalog also, you can see the settings for your online catalog. You want it to be able to link to your Instagram page, you understand. You can put your Instagram handle there. You can also have your extra information that will be on your catalog, you understand. So when people go to your catalog, they can see all this information there. You can see you also have them. If you also want to see a preview, you can click on this question mark, you understand, which we talked about earlier. And when you touch them earlier, you can see you can just try them out, and I don't just want us to leave it. That's why I'll be going through that in more details right now because we played with them. Alright, so following that is a printer, you understand. With this printer, I'm going to show you how you can connect a Bluetooth printer to your phone, you understand. So show you now that turn on your Bluetooth to connect the printer to your phone. So I can click OK. So turn on my Bluetooth. Okay, so it's coming up. Alright, I just have to switch to my front camera or my back camera, you understand, so I can show you how the printer looks like. So here's the printer. So here's the mobile printer I have attached to this. So this is what I'll be using to show you guys how to use this. You can see. So just hold on, let me drop my mic. Okay. Alright, so yeah, don't mind it. So here's the printer, you can see. So you can see the paper. So this is how the paper stays. Okay, so this kind of paper. You type your POS machine or your bank machine and stuff. So this is how the paper looks like. So let me just fix it properly. Alright, so I have this here, and it's a Bluetooth printer, you understand, so I can power it on, and this is the kind of battery it uses. So you can see, so that's the battery. That's it, you can see. So I just connect it in there. Okay, so I can power it on by pressing the power button. So it comes out the red light and this light, so I can fit paper. So that's how it loads, you understand. But let me place it back inside. So you know how, yeah, I know. Yeah, because I opened it. It's making a noise because it's open, you understand. So okay. Let's switch back to Kyte. Let me just delete it and start all over so you can see how it's done. So delete. Yeah, so printer. So you can see it's searching for the printer now. So your first goal is connect to the printer with your Bluetooth. Turn on your Bluetooth, connect to the printer. So you can see, I can pick this one. So I can do a test print. I'm sure you hear the sound. That's the printout. You can see this is not the print that it shows Kyte. You can see the printer is ready, happy selling, MPC, whatever. So that's just it, you can see. That's just the detail it shows you. Okay. So right now there are two types of papers actually to print out with, you understand. So I'm actually using the 58mm printer, you understand. So there's another kind of paper you can always use. You can see, and at the bottom you also have this command that says print duplicate receipt, you understand. That you can always have two receipts for every transaction, so that your customer holds one and your staff holds one, you can see. So it depends on how you want it, you understand. But just bear in mind that you would end up spending more money on papers, you understand, paper rolls. So it does depend on what you want. Okay. So this time around we'll do a transaction. Let's run a transaction and see what happens, you understand. So let's just do a simple transaction. All right. Okay, so right now I'm buying this. Buying this. I don't think now. Okay, let me add it again. Yeah, I'm buying this. I didn't click properly. What does I'm okay? Let me add up this seaway water. All right, so let's go to checkout. So I have PNC insecticide 600 and 900 every gel. You can see seaway bottle water and this. You understand? So total is this. So let's apply the discount. Let me say I'm giving a discount of 100 naira. 100. You can say apply discount. You can say ship. So the person is paying 1,100. Then go ahead. And the person is paying with cash. Okay, let's say the person is paying cash. Cash is for, let's say, 1,000 naira, 100 naira. Next, and the person is paying the balance, add another payment with debit card, and that one is 1,000 naira. Okay, next, that's okay by me. And charge. So it shows me this, and I can go to receipt as usual and print. So that's the sound you heard, you understand? So if I switch to the camera to show you what I have printed. Okay. So you can see all the details you can see. So it shows the total of 1,100, payment method, cash and debit. You can see 100 naira, then 1,000 naira, you can see. Then it shows the total is this, and the discount of given is 100 naira discount. And these are the items, BNC, you can see 3 items that I bought. BNC insecticide 600 ml for 900 naira. Every gel you can see. Then zero bottle water 750 ml at this you can see. So that's total and price convert. You can see then the receipt number and so on. So that's all that we got. And this is a message at the bottom. The message says please, you understand, so our regular message at the bottom. So same thing applies if you go back to your Kyte and see the old message at the bottom. You can see. So if you go to the let's just see the preview PDF. So you can see the message at the bottom there. That's the exact message there. Okay. That's the detail as PDF. And for this one, if you have your printer connected to a Bluetooth, if you have your phone connected to a Bluetooth printer that's A4 size printer, you can also print a huge A4 document for a customer. Alright, so that's all it displays. So that's all. Let's go back to Kyte. Alright, so we also have the sales tax. You can see, so if I click on the sales tax, I can see all my settings for sales tax. You can see, so I can activate collect tax. You can see, activate it. Now how do I want the tax to be? Same as previous. You can see, I could just make it fixed. I could make it percentage, and I could put a description for it. You can see, so I can just make it VAT. Okay, VAT. Okay, then I can now put the percentage there. 10%. Alright, then remember this one that says add to price, or you can see if you're confused or you don't know what to do, you can see, just read the message there. You can see, click on this question mark, it gives you an hint. So you get to see it says add tax fee to subtotal. It says the total fee is added to the subtotal, changing the final price of the sale. You can see the example below. You can see, so if this is the former amount, and you activate this command, it's going to make it this way. So you have plus the tax at the bottom. You can see that's what that one means. Okay. Then if I use the other option, look at the other option. The other option says tax included in the subtotal. You can see it says the tax fee is already included in the subtotal, not changing the final price of the sale. The receipt shows the equivalent paid in taxes. For informative purposes, you can see. So see the example below. You can see. So I can easily click here and you can see. Sorry, you can just take a look at this. You can see shows the total. This amount you can see, but the total you're paying it is if you add up everything plus the tax, it's already included in it in a sense. That's what that one is just for. So you can see this next command says allow exemption. You can see it means during the transactions of your customers, you can always, if this button is active, if this option is active, it means during the sale you can decide not to add tax to the transaction of the client. You can see you can turn it off, you can turn it on depending on the sale, and it depends on the kind of products you have in your store. There's some products that maybe someone is buying a product that shouldn't even have tax on it, so you can exempt tax from such a product. You can see. So that's it just for that command. So let's try it. Let's see it on. Okay, select it on. So let's go make a sale. Check out. Okay, let's assume I'm buying this and I'm buying this, and if I come against the total is 25,900. Let's add one more item. Let's add one more of that. Now 5,900. So let's go. So on our sales page, you can see this is total 50,900 and the VAT of 10%. You can see it in addition. So instead of the person paying 60,900, the person is paying 55,990. You can see. So if I like to, I could just throw this off. That is not hard VAT. That is the function of that VAT exclusive. You can see that this person won't pay for the VAT. The person is only paying for this. So that's what that control does. Clear transaction. Yeah, clear the card. Okay, so you can see. So that's the function of that. You can see. So you can leave it on if you want it on. You can see. You can always turn that active. You can leave it active. If you don't want it, you can turn it off. So let me just leave it on because we may need it later. Alright, so that's for that. You can see. Then you also have the export report. You can export your report, which I talked about the last time. We can export the total sales, you understand the list. I can quickly export every transaction for the month of April. So I click here, I can pick my month. April, I can pick for April. I could just pick 4th of April. Yeah, okay. So 26th of April, yeah. So what am I exporting? Which reports would you like to report? The total sales, all the sales you can see, or you want to report for, you want the report for the product, or you want for the customer. So I want 3 of them. I can generate reports, you understand, for all these 3. If I click on generate reports, it generates. Then it says now your reports are ready. We sent your reports, you understand. So this